Well, hello, friends. I'm Gerrick Angel. Thank you for tuning into my YouTube channel where I invite you to dream bigger, vibe higher, and watch it happen. Dream bigger, vibe higher, and watch it happen. And it's my intention to share with you small practices that you can work into the life that you already have now. And these small practices will make a profound effect on your ability to manifest the life that you really want to live. And so today I want to share a practice with you, and I want to invite you to join me in this practice, and that is planning a vacation. Planning a vacation in order to raise your vibration. Now, I'm not talking about the trip that you already have planned, and I'm not talking about a repeat of a trip that you've already taken. For instance, if you go back home to visit your relatives every year for the holidays, and you leave around the same time, you stay the same place, you fly the same flights, that's not what I'm talking about. I'm really talking about dreaming bigger. Dream bigger, vibe higher, and watch it happen. Again, we are inviting magic to take place. And how do we do this? We do this by dreaming bigger and vibrating at the frequency of that thing that we want to attract into our very life. So if there's something that you're dreaming of, let's start giving it some attention. And so we're doing this through travel right now. So perhaps there's a country that interests you. Let's go ahead and start exploring that country. So again, we're not talking about the trip that you're planning this year. Let's take it at least a year out in the future, okay? So let's give ourselves time to do some exploration. Pick a country, maybe a city, maybe a state, maybe a national park that interests you. And then just every week, just give it a little bit of attention, do a little bit of research, go on the tourism website for that particular place, look at YouTube videos regarding that place, but pick a place that you wouldn't necessarily be able to go to this year, but one that maybe next year or even in 2 years you might be able to go to. So again, pick maybe a country that just interests you. For instance, I happen to be interested in Panama right now. And so I've been watching YouTube videos about Panama. I've been looking at websites about Panama. I've been looking at flights from the US to Panama. And, just give it a little bit of attention every week, because here's the deal. Where your attention is, the universe knows that you're interested in it. That's what the universe responds to, is what you are interested in. And so you show your interest by giving it attention. So keep your attention on your intention. So my intention is to go to Panama next year. And so my attention is on Panama. And so I've been researching the culture, the customs, the history, the food, the people, the lodging options, transportation options, the currency, the language, all that type of stuff. And again, I give it my attention on a regular basis. And something really amazing happened in my particular case. So I'm interested in Panama. I mentioned it to my sister, and she says, that sounds interesting to me too. So she started joining me doing the research as well. And so now both of us are planning this trip together. That's not enough. Guess what else happened? So she mentions it to her best friend, who decides, you know what? I'd like to go with you guys. So now all of a sudden our trip is growing and growing and growing. I mentioned it to my dad, and he tells me that his best friend retired to Panama, and he's already planning a trip this year to go see his friend. So again, because my attention is on that thing that I want, then all the support is already rushing in. I don't have to go by myself. I get to go with my sister and my sister's best friend. And who knows, by next year, who else would be on board to going to Panama. My dad's going to go a year ahead of us, so he'll learn some things firsthand. And so again, we are utilizing the planning of a vacation, a future vacation, to raise our vibration and really attract that thing into our life. So, at first it was just a dream for me, right? I'm just dreaming about going to Panama. Again, we want it to be big enough that, we want to dream bigger. Okay. Again, we're not talking about, the trip to the city, 100 miles away. And we're talking about something that will require us to do some research, so that that research, again, shows the universe that we are interested in it. And so, again, we're looking at things like airfare. What else about the airfare? Well, if I look at the airfare, do I have a credit card that maybe I can use some miles towards that airfare? And if I discover, oh, one credit card has miles and it's linked to an airline that goes to that destination, that's fantastic. But if not, maybe I need to start using a different credit card that those miles will exchange for an air ticket. So again, we start planning. We don't have to get to the nitty gritty yet, but we want to know what our options are. Are there hotels, or maybe I want to look at bed and breakfast. Maybe I want to look at camping options. Let's look at all of that stuff. And by next year, because our attention is on it and it's raising our vibration, it can really happen. So after as we're doing our research, another thing to really look at, because we want to have a great experience, right? And that's why we're looking at things like the weather, the holidays, the customs, the laws, the history, the culture, the food, all of that kind of stuff. I'm a person who doesn't like cold, so I definitely would want to know when the cold season is. Won't prevent me from going to a destination, but I definitely want to be prepared. I don't want to be taken off guard, right? I've been planning for a year and, forgot to look at what the weather is going to be like. Yeah, we want to make sure we check that stuff out. But in addition to that, look for any specifics that would apply to you. For instance, I happen to be a gay Black male American. So when I'm looking at cultures and customs, I want to look at cultures and customs as they apply to being gay, as they apply to being Black, and as they apply to Americans. So I want to look at all of that kind of stuff. And the beauty is all of that's available on YouTube. So you can watch YouTube videos specific to who you are, so that you will tailor your particular experience, and you'll be prepared for an experience that will match who you are. So again, just have fun with it. Don't keep it on the back burner, keep it on the front burner, and just do a little bit of research every week about everything. What do they wear? The water. You definitely want to look into the food. I happen to have a few allergies, and so I need to look at, like, what do they eat over there? And I need to be able to know what to stay away from and what I should eat. What do I need to take with me? If you're a person who has sleep apnea, is distilled water available? You need to look at those type of things. But go ahead, make it fun. Let it be fun. Let it be so much fun that you go the next step, which is what I've done. Is I've got posters around my apartment. I've got different sayings about Panama, and so I'm keeping it in front of me, keeping it alive. That raises my vibration, and again, I'm letting the universe know that I am interested in Panama, and it's already giving me feedback by my sister agreeing, my dad already going, and my sister's best friend choosing to go with us. So this is how we make it happen. We dream bigger, vibe higher, and then we watch it happen. So let's start planning. Pick a place, just a place that you absolutely love, that you're interested in, and a place that will require you to do some research. It may require you to learn a language. So I've been brushing up on my Spanish, because in Panama, they speak Spanish and English. And, I don't want to be that arrogant American that only speaks English. No. Let's really, really go and have a culturally immersive experience. And you do that by learning the language. When you get to the destination, you will be appreciated for taking the time to learn that, and it'll just make it an easier trip. So again, dream bigger, vibe higher, watch it happen. Let's plan a vacation. Let's have fun with it, and let's just watch it unfold. Thank you so much for watching me. If you found value from this video, please give it a thumbs up. Subscribe so that we can take this journey together, because it is my intention to give you small practices that you can work into the life that you already have now. And these small practices will help you raise your vibration so that you can manifest the life that you really, really want to live. Also, your friends might find value in these as well. So by all means, share them. Click the notification bell so that the next time I put up a video, you can watch it and we can take this journey together. And the very, very most important thing, please, please, please comment. Just put in a comment saying who you are, where you're from, what practices you've implemented. Maybe if you found roadblocks, go ahead and let me know what those are, because maybe I'll address them in a future video. I love to hear what you're doing. So by all means, comment. Thank you so much for joining me on this journey. Have a fantastic day, and I will do the same. See you on the next video.